Hey everyone, I hope you can see me just fine. I'm using a different camera. So, recently, the YouTube channel DaddyOFive pulled this ridiculous, and they think it's so clever, little PR stunt in which they're in their best dressed clothing. MommyOfFive has some makeup on. DaddyOFive is looking nice and spiffy as opposed to every other video when he looks, you know, average or, you know, trash, because that's what child abusers are. They're trash. And, you know, they're apologizing about all the bad things they did. They don't really talk about the bad things they did, but they're very sorry about the bad things they did. And, they go on about how much they love their children and how they're so sorry, but if they were really sorry and they really love those kids, I think we all know they'd give them back to their real mom. The mom that's trying so hard to fight for those children and get them away from those two awful fucking people. The two people that think it's funny and hilarious to give children panic attacks and just destroy their lives. So today, oh, and just a reminder, I've started like archiving their videos. I've started downloading them. So next time they try to pull a little purge stunt, we're on their asses like Donkey Kong. They are not gonna get away with any shit. Okay, they're gonna be held accountable. So, I've downloaded their video. Now we're gonna look at it on, the internet, hopefully, because it's still gonna be up by the time we get there. And of course their apology video is gonna be up, except all that other bad shit. Because again, if they weren't doing anything wrong in the first place, they would have no need to purge all the videos. But now all of a sudden they're very sorry. Now that the mom is making, the real mom is making some headway in getting those kids back. So today we're gonna look at their little PR stunt video, their little bullshit video, and we're gonna talk about how very contradictory it is and how they're just fucking liars and they just want to keep their little punching bags, their little fucking toys, and get paid for it. So that's what we're gonna do today, and thank you so much for watching my video. Okay, so already, what I want you guys to notice here already when we look at the DaddyOFive video page is, again, they only have one video up. DaddyOFive founders issue a public apology. But if you were to look back, I believe at least yesterday, they had at least two videos up. They had two videos up, and now they only have one. They have the one video still up where they're dressed in their Sunday clothing and everything, and they're looking super apologetic in the icon. Just fucking look at MommyOfFive. She's trying her damnedest to look like she feels bad in that icon right there. And we have DaddyOFive right there explaining in the icon. But what I want you guys to notice first of all is that there's only one video now. The other day there was about two, and then the day before that there was one video. And the video before they deleted that was I think talking about the Keemstar interview. Now, just to make sure, I want you guys to know that I'm not bullshitting or anything. We're about to get to this stuff in a little bit. I wanted you guys to see this, just so you're sure, because I want you to see what they looked like a day or two before. They're in their average, everyday clothing. They're not in their Sunday best. They're not trying to put on... Well, I mean, they're still trying to put on a face, don't you? But in this video, they were talking more about how, oh, well, I understand why people are mad or everything. We're going to try to make a few changes, but there's less of a front here. But now, when we go to their video that they have today, let's click on this video. Now, we are going to dig into the content real soon here, but I just want you guys to see the comparison. This was them about a day or two ago, and now this is them. Does this or does this not reek of a fucking PR stunt? Does this not reek of two child abusers who want to keep abusing their children because they know that the court is on their ass? They know that the birth mother is trying really hard to fight for those children right now, and they know that mother recently got an interview that was propped by I believe Joy Sparkle BS. And there was even a video that they deleted where the mom was like, oh, she's saying these horrible things. So I know that MommyOfFive saw that video, and what this is them reacting to that video and knowing that the court is on their fucking ass. They're aware that they are about to be held accountable, so they're trying to make themselves look nice as possible. Now again, it's like day and night with these two videos. with these two. See over here, the lighting isn't as good. Now they're both trying their darndest to look nice and sad and everything, but I want you to notice Sunday clothing here. They all look nice and proper. Oh, and of course they record in front of a bookshelf to make, because help make them look a little smarter. While over here it's just nothing much here, but here this was very well planned out. You can tell this was planned out. Their hair is did, they're in their suits, she's got makeup on, they're looking nice and sad and everything. Very apologetic because they know they did something wrong, but they're not talking exactly what they did wrong, which makes me think, and a lot of people are saying this, that they got a lawyer, and the lawyer is what I'm assuming, this is just a guess here, that the lawyer is kind of telling them, don't really say what you did wrong here, because that will be used against you in court. That is what I believe is what's going on here, which is probably why they deleted this video over here. Because it wasn't as nice looking. So of course, they only have one video up, so this is the video we're going to talk about. Now the other videos have been done to death. I have some of the evidence here and here, which we're about to get to in just a little bit. We're done for this one now, but remember, I want you to remember, in both of these pictures, these are horrible people. These are still horrible people. These are still horrible human beings. Just in this one, they're dressed a little nicer so they can gain that sympathy card, so they can, play up that apology game. So let's really focus in on here now. Oh, let me try to turn the volume up. I want you guys to hear this.
DaddyOFive. Hello, Team DaddyOFive. This is going to be a bit of a different video than we usually do.
Yeah, it's different because this video has a lot more prep time in it. There's a lot less child abuse in this video. And they prep for this video. Again, makeup, clothes, background, lighting, they've got the works here.
This has been the absolute worst week of our life, and we realized that we have made some terrible parenting decisions.
And again, this is the part where you kind of want to feel bad for this human being, but then you remember that this human being, especially her right here, No, we won't get to it just yet. We'll keep listening a little bit, but remember, she's trying so hard to be sad right now. She's trying so fucking hard. And to be fair, she probably really is sad right here, but she's less sad that she abused her power over young children, and more sad that she's going to be held accountable.
And we just want to make things right.
No, you don't.
During this week, we've had a lot of time to stand back, to jump out of character, and to...
That's a lie. They were never in character. They're fucking abusers. They know they're abusers. They weren't in character, okay? They weren't standing in character. That is probably something their lawyer told them. So they can keep going on with this narrative of, oh, well, it was all just a joke, it's all fake. Oh, and by the way, first it's a joke, then it's fake. Which is it? But again, we're gonna keep going. But basically what's going on is he's trying to go on with this narrative of, oh, well, we're just, it's part of our persona. Okay, and that's probably what they're going to try to pull in court.
See what we've done and to see how we've come across, and I understand how everyone feels. I acknowledge and I respect how everyone feels about this, and I do agree that we put things on the internet that should not be there.
Okay, so he's saying things like, I acknowledge how everyone feels, I understand why people are mad. Okay, and now all of a sudden, I want you guys to keep this in mind, all of a sudden, once they've seen that video of the real mom having an interview about how she's fighting for children, now that the real mom is finally getting some financial backup, through I think it was Patreon and GoFundMe, stuff like that. Now that she's finally getting, help on a financial basis, they're so sorry, everybody. They realize the error of their ways. They're not really specifically saying the things they did, like how he fucking pushed Cody down and made his nose bleed. He's not talking about how he let the older kids fucking bully Cody and Emma. They're not talking about how they've given these kids panic attacks and how they live their lives in fucking stress. He's just vaguely saying, yeah, we've made some bad decisions and we shouldn't have put those on the internet. You know, I've heard people say that, you know, this is not the kind of stuff you want to put on the internet. Though my personal take on it, I think it's fucking wonderful that these pieces of shit put on the internet, because now they can be held accountable. Now I feel really bad that those kids, people are going to see that for years, even if they've deleted it off of their YouTube channel. Those kids are going to see it for years, and they're going to hear about this for years, and it's never going to leave them. It's never going to fucking leave them. And I feel really, it's fucking horrible that that's happening, but at the same time, I think this accident needed to happen. I think this needed to happen so that these people, these so apologetic people could be fucking held accountable for what they fucking done to these kids. And just imagine the stuff that they didn't put on their videos. Imagine the stuff that they knew was just going to be so bad that they did not release it on the internet. I want you guys to please keep that into consideration. Now, let's keep going.
Did things that we should not do.
And as a mother over the last week.
By the way, I know I keep pausing and everything. Okay, you guys are gonna hear me refer to her as like cow, sow, shit like that. It's not because I hate fat people. You people have seen me. I'm fucking fat. You know, if you're fat, that's one thing. But this woman, she's a fat bitch. She's a horrible human being. So she deserves, you know, she deserves to be called what she is, an evil, horrible fat bitch. It's one thing to be fat. It's one thing to be a horrible fat bitch that picks on children, and that's what this horrible woman is. She's a horrible fat woman that picks on kids. So this horrible fat fucking woman, on multiple occasions, especially in the Keemstar interview, has gone on about like, well, I'm their real mother, because even though they're not my, you know, Cody, I'm referring to Cody and Emma, even though I didn't give birth to them, I take care of them and everything. And, if that were true, and when she just takes care of them and she doesn't torment children, that'd be a whole different story. I can totally agree with somebody there. You do not have to be biologically related to somebody to be, you know, their real mom or their real dad or their real grandparent, you know, something like that. But this woman, she gives them things. She and DaddyOFive, they give those kids things, but they do not give them love. They give them harassment, they give them constant stress, and they treat those children like they're subhuman. So no, she is not their real mother. But this is the game she's gonna play, and if this does go to court, that's exactly what she's gonna do. Well, I'm their real mother, so I should still get to keep them so I can bully them and make that mad YouTube money off of them.
Looking back at the videos and just thinking about things, if I didn't know the people and I saw some of those things, I would be thinking the same thing.
Okay, and also, I want you to keep in mind, you can go see this in one of Joy Sparkle BS's newest videos. I'm gonna link it. I'm sorry, I know I keep name dropping her, but like, she's a lot better about keeping up with these people. She points out that MommyOfFive right here has a criminal history of violence. I don't believe I don't know how it went exactly, but basically, she does have a criminal history. It's on paper. And I have a very strong feeling that this is not the first time that this woman has had to use crocodile tears, that this woman has had to put on a pretty nice Sunday dress and, you know, apologize and use the mom card. And what I mean by mom card is, oh, well, I take care of these children and I feed them and I take care of them. You know that bullshit. So this is probably not her first fucking rodeo. This is not her first rodeo. I am very confident of that.
I would be like, oh my god, those poor children.
No, you wouldn't. You would fucking laugh at those kids, like you've done in the videos. That is not the face of a woman who wasn't aware of what she was doing. Let me show you the face of a woman who's very aware of what she was doing. Let me show you. Now, before I get into this, I want you to notice, some of you have probably seen this video to death, that Cody is looking to his side because his cunt of a stepmother is fucking teasing him from his side, and that is not the face of an actor. So many people are trying to say, well, it's all fake, bro, like, it's acting. No kid, I don't care, no kid is capable of that level of acting to where it looks like constant stress and misery. No kid is that capable of acting. Now I want you to look at the face of this woman who's now all of a sudden apologetic of what she did to the kids. Now all of a sudden that she's being held accountable. Just look at the fucking like to dislike ratio. Now people are on their ass. Oh yeah, look at this. Good luck with the law, buddies. Share it all over the media. Wait, don't. Fuck you, guy. You know they're fucking abusers. Oh, yeah, see, this guy gets it. Must love cats. What I don't get is why you delete your videos if you were doing nothing wrong. Yeah, this guy fucking does it. Now, I want you to look at this so apologetic face of this woman. And now I want you to look at her as she fucking teases and traumatizes Cody. Look at that fucking face. We're gonna do it one more time.
Leave a comment down in the section below. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat.
No, not Snapchat and all that.
No Snapchat. And
hear that fucking laugh. I want you to hear that fucking laugh. She is so aware of what she's doing. She's aware of it and she's relishing in it.
don't forget to...
Okay, now look at that woman. Now, I'm really sorry this is blurry. Some of the quality has died down because I had to torrent this. I had to not torrent, I'm sorry. I had to download this from Suit Yourself. He used, I think, Phil DeFranco's video. Anyway, look at that woman. Look at her poking at that child. She is aware of what she's doing. She's like a schoolyard bully, relishing in her torment of somebody younger, smaller, and weaker than them. She knows exactly what she's doing. Look at her eyebrows. Look at her face, the smile, the finger. This body language reeks of self-awareness and relishment. Like, probably not the right word, but she's fully aware what she's doing. She knows what she's doing. She knows that she's traumatized a kid. She knows that she's bullying somebody smaller than her, and she knows she's gonna make money off of it. Does that look like the face of a kid who's acting? Does that is all real. That is all fucking real, and the mother knows it. I'm sorry, not the mother, the evil cow bitch creature. The manatee, the manatee bitch. Okay. To continue, and we'll get to this in just a little bit, don't worry guys. Again, we have the scum in one of their finest forms. Going back to the video.
For children, once people started watching us and, you know, the kids got excited about it, and
again, they keep going back to the kids. They keep wanting to blame this on the kids. Now, they're doing it a little less here because I am convinced that they have a lawyer in the background, you know, coaching them on what to do. But it's, you know, the kids were so excited about it. It's not, we were so excited about it because, again, kids don't have the level of awareness and self-agency that an adult has. Kids are more reactive compared to adults. So as the adult, it was, if this is true and it was all just the kids and the kids were so excited, if this is the case, then you as the adults were supposed to know where the line was. But I think you knew where the line was and you loved crossing it. I think we all know you enjoyed crossing the line at the expense of children.
they would try to see how many views they could get, and we feel like we went from something that wasn't so bad, and then we just kept going.
Yeah, see, they moved the responsibility from themselves to the kids, but now it's, well, yeah, we just wanted to get more views. But when it comes to the ideas and who started the initiative here, it's the kids. You know, the kids wanted it. It was all the kids. Fuck you two people. They're scum and they know it. That's why they're trying to get away with it with this little PR video.
And more for the shock factor versus reality, and to see what could get more views, and they kind of feel like,
okay, You know, we just wanted more shock value to get more views. Okay, I'm sure a lot of you know who Filthy Frank is. I'm sure a lot of you know who he is. And even he, to cross the line, does not need to exploit children and bully them and give them panic attacks and ruin their lives to get more views. He just gets grosser, but he doesn't fucking exploit children. He gets more crass and stuff like that, but he doesn't exploit children. He doesn't bully children. I think even Filthy Frank has enough morals not to push around children and laugh at their misery and take away things that aren't theirs and take away their self-agency. These people know what they're doing. They knew what they were doing the entire time. I think it was less of a matter of like we just wanted to push it. I think it was more for funds. It was more about like, okay, how much abuse can we inflict on these children and how much can we make these children fight with each other for the lulz, for our own selfish gain, until somebody calls us out on our crimes. That's what this was more about. This wasn't two innocent people not aware of what they were doing, who just wanted to make money and have a nice time. No, these people are like, how long can we milk these kids and bully them and make their lives miserable for fun and have everybody laugh at them and have us laugh at them until somebody holds us accountable and calls us out on our bullshit. That's what this really was. And now they're being called out on their bullshit, and they have to deal with it.
Some of it's their fault, and it's not their fault. It's not.
Oh, really? Because this entire time, this woman has been, well, the woman especially, but both of them have been saying, well, it was the kid's idea, But now that again, I keep saying this, now that they're being held accountable, now she's so aware that, oh, it's not their fault, it was our fault, because they know that the law is on their ass, and she wants to look bad for the camera. And again, it's both of their faults. I know it's both of their faults. I'm putting so much emphasis on this woman because people tend to pity mothers more. People will buy whatever, again, not always, but a lot of times people will buy whatever bullshit comes out of a woman's mouth if she's in the role of mother. Because what some people are kind of missing, or maybe it's just my interpretation, but basically, they're both horrible human beings, but because DaddyOFive, Mike, is more obvious with his bullying and is probably in more videos, he tends to get a little more shit. But MommyOfFive is the more passive aggressive. She's the one that's like, well, I don't want him at Disneyland. She's the snide one. She's the passive aggressive one. Her abuse isn't as physical compared to DaddyOFive, but it's still very much prevalent, and that's why I point her out a little more. Because I just know she's gonna get extra pity points in court. And it's fucking disgusting.
We're the parents, and we should have made better decisions.
Yeah, now all of a sudden. Anyway.
We could give them a whole lot more than we could give them before, and we just felt like we were doing the best thing that we could for.
Doing the best thing you could for them was bullying them and abusing them. Some of this is going to be very, very repetitive, but that's because what they're saying is very repetitive. No person treats children the way they have treated Cody and Emma, and to a lesser degree the other three kids, and says, yeah, this is what's best for them. No. Nobody fucking does that. They were aware of what they were doing. They were aware that they were manipulating children, and they were getting off on it.
We are now in family counseling because we need it.
No, you're in family counseling because your lawyer told you to go into family counseling so you look better. Because when the time comes that you walk into court, you can say, oh, we should totally keep Cody and Emma, because we should keep all our children, because now that what we're seeing is all what we've done is awful. We should be able to keep our kids, and because again, we're the real parents. We just made a mistake. Child abuse is not a mistake. You do not accidentally abuse a child. Now, you can accidentally, knock into your child, walking in and out of the house. You can accidentally, trip your child because maybe they were running down the hallway and you didn't see them and you stepped out of the bathroom and you ran into each other. You can accidentally do that. But what they were doing was calculated fun. It was, what reaction can we get out of the tiny ones today to fill our lives with a little more joy and a little less shit. That's exactly what this was.
Only to get through the...
Yeah, so that's exactly what this was, and that's why they're taking family counseling, because they know that they have so much incriminating evidence against them that they're doing whatever little PR they can to make them look better so they can keep their little money bags, their little flesh bags made of money, because that's what children are to child abusers. That's usually the only reason a child abuser keeps them. I mean, partly, yes, to abuse them and get their kicks, but also so they can make money out of them, because that's what children are. They're fucking commodities. They're toys. They're little money machines that the government or YouTube or whoever will give.
Media stuff, but we needed to come back together and have everybody, even the kids, to understand what we did wrong in all this. We just want to give our kids back some type of normalcy.
She's lying. She wants back her normalcy. Because you may or may not know this, but those people are being doxxed as fuck, and they deserve it. People are finding their cell phone. By the way, they changed their cell phone number. An anonymous tip told me this. Somebody changed their cell phone number. I believe people know what their address is, but the address isn't certain. But their names are definitely Mike and Heather. People are finding, who they are, who they really are. Finding that she has an assault charge on her, and finding out where they live and what their number is. People are finding all of that out, and they're making their lives miserable like they fucking should, and they just want to go back to the good old days where nobody was calling them horrible fucking child abusers, and they could just go on abusing children without getting, horrible messages on their phone or, horrible mail. I don't know what they've been getting, but I am certain they've been getting a lot less than what they really deserve.
We just want them to be able to go back to school, and
we just want them to be able to go back to school, and so where children will stop reminding them that they're being abused and that it's not just pranks but actual abuse, so we don't have to look bad anymore.
Live their lives.
I just wanted to take care of everybody. We wanted them to be happy.
Okay, so you just wanted them to be happy. So let's think about that. You just wanted them to be happy. Let's look at that. Let's take a look at that. Dad destroys son's Xbox One. Prank.
Here, record this. Go get the homework sheet.
Here, record this. Go get the homework sheet.
Let me see it. Why is it scribbled out?
Does that sound like somebody who wants to make their kids happy? Because when you want to help somebody improve their grades, you yell at them and say, "Why is it scribbled out?" You don't ask them, "Hey, what's going on, kid? Everything's okay." No, you're like, "Why is it scribbled out?"
You was playing games on the computer instead of doing homework? Instead of doing classwork, you were playing games? Really? Really?
Look at how this man talks to that child. Look at how this human talks to this little boy. That is not an actor. That is not a happy child. Now, I understand disciplining your kid because they might be acting up in class and, their grades aren't doing so well, but that is not how you discipline a kid. That verbal assault right there is not how you discipline a fucking child. But I'm sure for some of you, that's not enough. That's like, "Oh, well, it's not that bad. I was brought up like that." By the way, that's not an excuse. That is never an excuse. That's like saying, "Well, my daddy raped me in my pussy, so it's totally okay if other people do it." Like, no, that is not fucking okay.
You want to play games?
You want to play games?
You want to play some games? All right, stay here. Stay right here.
And here's where they're...
games?
Yeah.
You want to play games, Cody? Want to play games? Let's play games, Cody!
That is not acting. That is genuine. So let's think about what these people just said, because again, if this was really a parent worried about their kids' grades, they would not be fucking destroying their Xbox. That is not a healthy way you go about helping a kid improving their grades and improving, you know, their quality in class. So I want us to go back and listen to that again.
Did you guys, we wanted them to be happy.
We wanted them to be happy.
Julia, we're gonna play a game. There. Play that. No. Play that game.
How do people fucking defend these people? There's nothing fake about this. This is the only fake part about this is that the dad was really mad about the kid's grades. He wasn't really mad about the kid's grade. He just wanted an excuse to scream and screech and make Cody miserable. He wanted an excuse to take away Cody's self-agency. And what I mean by self-agency is self-agency is when your actions are your own actions and like your things are your own things. Because mind you, even though like, you know, things like Xbox and the iPad, you know, are things that the parents give to the children, you can't just take something back. You can't just say, oh hey, this is yours now, and then just take it away. Now again, if the kid was, you know, acting up in class, I can totally understand a parent, you know, saying, okay kid, you know, you're not doing well in class, so we're gonna take this away for about a week, okay, until we start seeing some improvement. But that's not what these people are doing. That's not what Mike is doing. He's destroying this kid's property and he's making a joke out of it. He's saying, you have inconvenienced me at school, so I'm going to destroy your things, I'm going to destroy your property, and I'm going to show you that things that are yours are not really yours. They are mine to destroy. Anything of yours, anything about you, is not really yours or about you. It's mine, and I get to destroy it because I'm bigger than you, I'm smarter than you, and you are small and subhuman.
It works fine.
See, you hear that man? You hear him laughing at that kid? This isn't a parent trying to help a kid with his grades, or it's just a prank, bruh. This is abuse. He knows it's abuse. He knows it's scum. He doesn't care about that kid's feelings. He doesn't care about the quality of those kids' lives. None of those people care about those kids being happy, because if they did, they wouldn't go out of their way to make Cody or Emma or any of the kids cry, you know, for fucking giggles. Okay, if those parents actually cared and just wanted the kids to be happy, they wouldn't pull this shit and go out of their way to make Cody react or make Emma react in these horrible negative ways and make them cry and lash out and then punish them for crying and lashing out. That's not a man who cares about their kids' happiness. That's a man who cares about his happiness and what kind of laughs he can get in today. How dare somebody call that acting? How dare anybody take those kids' emotions, whether it be the father or some viewer who just wants some more laughs, look at that kid's trauma, look at his fucking struggles and say, oh yeah, he's just acting. Do you know what that does to a kid? So when he gets older, and as he develops, and all these people are saying, oh, well, it's just a joke, you know, it's just acting. He's, for the rest of his life probably, he's going to feel like his emotions aren't even real. He's going to feel like his feelings aren't valid. So when somebody, you know, maybe it's a significant other, tells him something, well, you need to stop complaining, he's going to think, yeah, maybe I should. Maybe I should just shut my mouth. I'm sorry, babe. This kid can do nothing right. So for the rest of his life, he's going to think he can't do anything right no matter what he does. Oh, look, I want you to check that out. After they've abused this child, they have him do the outro. And that kid.
And how many views it?
Look at the face of that kid. He just... This is normal for him. And he just wants to be loved. He just wants affection. He just wants somebody to care about him. So when you have a kid like this, they will do anything, say anything for love. For their parents, the person controlling their lives, they will do anything for their approval. So you get things like this. They bully him, traumatize him, make him feel worthless, and then they have him do the outro. Because it's all just a joke, bro!
You're gonna get...
A million.
You're gonna get 1 million views. You get 1 million views, and I'll buy you...
A PS4?
I'll get you a PlayStation 4 if you get 1 million views.
Yeah, and you know, he'll get him a PlayStation 4, and then just for kicks, he'll destroy his PS4. Because it makes DaddyOFive, aka Mike, feel better. Makes him feel like a real champ to push around a kid. This kid just wants to be loved. They just want to be loved. They just want to be cared about. They just want to be hugged.
Just wanted our kids to be happy, and we went about it
Lying bitch.
the wrong way.
No fucking
We're
way.
focused on making sure that our kids don't have to deal with so much backlash from our bad decisions, and we realize now what kind of a situation we put them in.
And I want to remind you, they're not saying what specific situation, they're not talking about what specific backlash. They're keeping what they've done very vague, but they're trying to keep their faces very genuine. But they're keeping what they've done very vague. So that way what they say can't be used against them in a court of law. That is exactly what this is.
And we're just really sorry to them.
We're just really sorry to them.
Hello, Team.
Oh, and I want you guys to notice this. She kept going on and saying something, but I guess the lawyer decided that was enough.
Sorry to them.
See? She was saying, and then they cut her off. So I'm guessing it just wasn't it wasn't heartfelt enough. It wasn't nice and it wasn't schemy enough. It didn't pull on the heartstrings enough. So they faded it out. They cut it out. This reeks of a PR stunt. These people know exactly what they're doing. Mike and Heather know exactly what they're doing, and now they're trying to get away with it. They're trying to get away with it. But if these like to dislike ratio, if this like to dislike ratio says anything positive, and I hope it does, they're not gonna get away with what they're doing. But again, we have to help I don't remember her name, but we have to help Cody and Emma's real mom. If you can, I understand if a lot of people don't have money, but I'm going to put in the description, you know, I think it was her GoFundMe or her Patreon or whatever. I'm going to try to put that in the description, so you guys can kind of help her to get her kids back and get them away from those horrible toxic people that think it's funny to abuse kids. And these people can't decide which story they're on, which is why they keep deleting videos until they think they've got the right story. $5 says they have a fucking lawyer. $5. I want to thank you all very much for sticking around for this video. Thank you very much for listening. Please subscribe or whatever, but more than anything, please help Emma and Cody's real mom. Those links are going to be in the description. Please help her get her away from this horrible fucking people. Thank you very much for watching my video. Thank you, and goodbye.